Welcome back to the channel, and we finally win a game. What a game it was versus the Calgary Flames. Uh, you know, there's some positives, some things the team still needs to work on. Uh, you know, the win, we got to win. I'm just happy the team finally pulled through. Koskinen, for maybe the third, fourth time this season, played on his head. And what about Evan Bouchard? This kid's our future. Our future is bright, and it starts with this kid right here. 2 power play goals, getting the time because it wasn't working with Nurse, and with Barry being injured with the upper and lower body. I don't know why it couldn't just be called full body. Bouchard gets time on the power play, and what happens? Our power play scores because of the guy. Phenomenal goals by him. He's a pure goal scorer from the point. He can get that shot through 9 times out of 10, and it's great. At the end of the game, if you guys didn't know, Leon Draisaitl did score an empty net. They showed a replay after. It was .1. Hard to tell if the puck was fully crossed the line or not because of how hard it was shot. They gave him the goal as of right now. But you never know. The NHL might bring it back and say, no, it's a 4-3 win. What a night by Draisaitl. That empty net goal topped off the good game he had. He was hustling tonight. After that first period. The first period, we kind of came out slow. We were down 2-0. But at the end of the 2, we were tied 3-3. And Draisaitl had his wheels after the first period for sure. It was a tough game. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, Mikko Koskinen stood on his head. It was a great team win. No doubt about that. The defense played great. I didn't actually mind that third pairing of Russell and Cuckoo. They played fairly decent out there together. And Brendan Perlini. This guy, ever since the slump started back in December, he's been our best 5-on-5 guy. And he gets a goal. So, Mikko Koskinen, he saved 44 shots tonight. Edmonton did let 47 shots. Grade A chances, some of them. Unlucky bounce on the first goal Calgary scored. I don't even know how that bounced in. Koskinen did look a little out of position for that period, but he came back. I'm giving him props. He came back and shut the door when we needed it. He finally gave this team some big saves late in the game, early in the game, throughout the whole game. It was great. Goaltending, defense was pretty good as well. There were a couple times where we couldn't clear the puck, but that's the game. It's harder to clear a puck than anything. And, we got the depth scoring from Bouchard, Perlini. Draisaitl had 2 goals as well. And that first goal of Draisaitl, I'm not going to be the bad guy, but Puljujärvi got away with the interference call on Klingington there. There was clear interference, but it wasn't called. And that's the lucky break we need. That is the break the Oilers have been missing since this all started. Was we hit so many posts, didn't bounce in. And Leon Draisaitl did hit a post tonight, and it almost went in. But the breaks aren't there for us during the slump. And, they got a lot of work to do still. This is only one game, but let's take it one game at a time now. Because if the Oilers say go 6-9 in their next, or 6-3 in their next 9 games, well, then the team's somewhat turning around. My philosophy has always been win 2 or 3 games, lose 1. Win 2 or 3, lose 1. That way, you're still over 500. I always go by that in any sports I help coach and all that. Like, 1 loss, not going to do. So let's start a mini win streak. If it's 2 games and then we lose again, hey, I'm fine with that. Tippett finally has a win since December. And after the game, if you guys were watching, he was happy. He was shaking the coach's hands. He was basically, it looked like saying thank you, good job. He's happy guy. I don't think Leon Pissy Draisaitl, as Jim Matheson would probably call him, is going to be in a pissy mood. That's for sure. I believe he had 4 points with that empty net goal. Yeah, Connor had 2 points. Leon had 3. Yeah, Leon had 4. Duncan Keith even got assist. Cody Ceci got assist. Like I said, it was a team game, and they played hard. Calgary was coming in after beating Florida a few nights ago, came into this game, and at the start, Calgary, you could see, was playing really defensive. So was Edmonton, but then the game opened up, and that's when Edmonton could come through and pull out the 5-3 victory. Like I said, it could be 4-3 after the review by the NHL, but either way, Edmonton wins. Leon Draisaitl had a huge night. Bouchard had a huge night. The power play clicked because of Bouchard. We got the depth scoring from Perlini, from Ceci and Ryan. Duncan Keith chipped in with an assist as well. And like I said, the future's bright. I actually really like that McLeod-Benson line. I thought they played really good. Them having chemistry really helps solidify that line for sure. Just got to get the other winger aboard. And you know what? No complaints about this game. Should we be laying 47 shots against? No, but Calgary was shooting from everywhere, and that's because Edmonton didn't give them many chances in the slot. Sorry, I should probably start this. Didn't give many chances in the slot for them to actually get a lot of grade A chances. And when it was, I'll be honest with you guys, when it was 2-0, I thought the game was over. I thought, here we go again, letting in the first goal for the 15th time in 16 games. I bet you a lot of people thought like that. I do love the Oilers, don't get me wrong, but, what we've been in, the mentality for a lot of people is like that, which is great. So that's the game recap. A pretty good game. Koskinen stood on his head. The defense played great. And, they were trying. They were skating a lot harder than we have seen in the last little bit. And who knows? It could be this single win changes the team's morale, and we play better. Coming up the stretch, I think we have 12 games in 26 nights or something like that, as our next game is going to be on Tuesday versus the Vancouver Canucks. That we could see another goal scorer in our lineup, as Evander Kane might be here hopefully by then. Nuge is supposed to be back sometime this week coming up. That's huge. No word on Hyman yet. So we could be getting some reinforcements to start a run of our own here. But that's everything for tonight. If anything else happens in oil country tonight, I'll report it. I hope you guys stay safe. Hope you enjoyed the game. I'll catch you on the next one.